really comfortable, then you can start and kind of make it like a fun game and a challenge. So maybe you guys alternate. So fine, you go, all right, how about this? You plan 2 dates this month, I plan 2 dates. So he gets
Good morning.
Hi, Brenda. How are you?
Good morning.
Fine. Good morning. Hi, Alex. How are you?
Good. Hope you're well.
Good. Yep, I'm doing good. Can't complain.
Hi, Alex.
Hey, Wanda. How are you?
Good
I'm
morning,
fine.
everybody. Good morning.
Good morning.
Alex. Good morning, everyone.
Hi, Miss Margaret. How are you?
I'm good. I'm hanging in there.
Yes, I know
No,
that's
Miss
right.
Margaret. Miss Margaret, no, don't hang.
Don't.
Hold on.
Well, I'll
You have-
remember that, sweetie pie.
You gotta hold on now. Can't
Got to hold
hang.
on, huh?
You might fall if you hang.
Oh my goodness. What? Good point. Good point.
Yeah,
Yep, the string might not even hold me.
that's right. That's right. A lady told me that years ago, and I always remembered it. Yes.
Oh, wow.
You hold on, not hang.
Hold on. Okay.
That's
I
right.
got you, baby. I'm going to remember that now.
All right. All right. Good seeing you.
Yes, ma'am. Same here.
Thank you.
Same here.
Hey, Diane, I see you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good
How are
morning,
you?
Di.
Hey, how y'all this morning?
Doing good.
Good.
Absolutely.
Gracie, what
Looking
you
good.
eating? You eating some cereal? I see you over there chomping.
Yeah, I gotta feed myself for a minute.
Hello.
All right. Go ahead, hon. You
Okay,
enjoy.
thank you. Brenda,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna call you later.
Okay. All right.
Did you guys enjoy yesterday afternoon with the APA?
Yeah, it was very interesting. Yeah.
Yes, Alex. It was very good.
Yeah. He had a lot of good points he brought up.
Yes, I'm glad. I was at the library, so I wasn't able to hop in, but I'm glad you liked it.
Okay.
Alex,
Yes.
I definitely like what he said about there is no health without mental health.
Right.
Of course.
Because I think like that myself when I get, sometimes you get a little off, you say, get yourself back in check now, because you don't want to go too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that mantra. That was a good mantra.
Yeah.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
And on
Alex.
Thursday, they're going to have the Washington Home do a spring gardening workshop. So that's Thursday at 1:30.
I wish I could participate. I love the garden. When I owned my home in Buffalo, I had a big yard. and I kept the garden for the neighborhood going.
Oh, they're doing indoor and outdoor, Gracie. So they'll be giving tips on both.
Okay.
Alex, I can't grow anything. When I look at a plant, it dies. So my thumb is not green at all. I don't have any plants. I don't know what it is. They won't work with me. I don't know. But I love it when I get flowers from my children. I keep those for a few weeks until they die. So, but no green plants at all. No.
What I suggest, me and my friend was at the Dollar Tree, and I saw, all the, not the fake flowers, but all the fake flowers. I was like, oh, this would be cute in your kitchen. So I got those and just got it in your kitchen.
I think I got a few of them around here. My grandson brought me some the big yellow ones. Sunflowers.
Sunflowers.
Yeah, got the fake ones. So that's as close as I'm gonna get to real. So.
Brenda, can you do you have difficulty growing the succulent plants? Like they look like, call them chicken head, the chicken in the bit, the
Chicken basket.
that kind of thing. You just water them. You don't have to do anything with them.
I feed them.
Gracie.
I feed mine.
And
Gracie, I haven't tried to
y'all.
grow nothing.
Hi, Bridget.
I got a high
How y'all
plate
doing?
green.
Brenda,
Hey,
Brenda,
Alexander.
I guarantee you, Brenda, I guarantee you, if I can grow and save a cactus plant that I've had 2 years, you can do it.
Yeah, that's a succulent. You can do those kind of plants. I bet.
You can do it. It's nothing but a desert plant. That's all
Yeah.
that is a
You
cactus.
don't water it, yeah.
yeah, if I
morning,
got
y'all.
And you once a
front
week,
porch,
once a
myself.
week, baby.
Good
If you
morning.
need a piece, I got a piece.
Hi,
Good
Denise. How
morning.
are you?
I'm
I need
good,
a
and
piece.
you?
Who said that?
Good. Nice to
Me.
see you.
I need a piece
Me.
of cactus.
Me,
Oh,
sunflower.
Sandra.
Me,
Who said
sun,
they need a piece of cactus?
me,
Sandra.
sunflower.
Oh, Sandra.
I
That
have
was
a
me.
room full of green plants. I can grow them, but only thing I can't grow is the Cali lily. I don't, for some reason, I kill that.
Why?
Well, I did
don't
kill
know.
mine, and
I
mine
don't-
is
I've
still
tried.
growing. Thank
But
God.
The
Then you need
lemon
some
seeds.
clippers.
The calla lilies are in bloom again. This is such a lovely flower.
I can
Mhm.
grow
Yeah.
orange trees and lemon trees until they get about like 2 foot tall if I want to. But I can't do
You need
anything
to
with
send
the
me
Kelly.
some clippings.
The one I can't grow is the money plant.
Why?
Oh,
I don't know. It just dries.
It's always one we get that gets the best of us.
That one dries out. I be trying to grow it all the time. And
You know what you do?
the
You get one of them little water things and fill it full of water every
just
other day and let
you
it
talking
stick
about
it
the
in
little
the dirt.
stick in,
Yep.
and it's
Mhm.
like a ball.
Well, y'all,
Right.
y'all don't ever give me any type of flowers. I cannot stand them. And
Why?
well, let me explain before you all get all heated up.
Why you don't
I
like
want to hear
flowers?
this.
Would you let me explain? When my son passed, all of these flowers, and I could not stand them. And I have a phobia about receiving flowers, and they even gave me a beautiful Bible, and I didn't keep it. And I have Bibles in my house, but I couldn't keep them. And every time somebody offered me a flower, I don't even want flowers for Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day. I never want a flower. Don't give me no flowers.
well, I understand, Diane, because my grandmother was kind of like that for a while, and then she realized that when I was giving her flowers, I was giving them to her from her son, and that's the way she learned to accept the flowers. And the minister at her church, Reverend E.C. Smith, told her that I was a flower, and when I gave her flowers, it was from her son. my
Well,
dad.
well, I don't
So,
want no flowers. I don't
but
care
I
what
do.
he
I've
wants.
seen
I
I
people
don't want
like you,
understand,
no
Diane.
flowers.
huh?
I've seen a lot of people like you, Diane. When I was
Yeah.
in church, I was over the sick committee, and there were people that did not want any type, no flowers. One lady, she would take a fake flower, but she didn't want a live flower. And then some of them wanted no flower. So I didn't ask the reasons, but I've seen people like that.
Yeah. You
They
know,
just didn't want flowers.
I appreciate the thought,
Mhm.
but I would rather for you to give it to somebody else who would appreciate it
Right.
Yeah.
than give it to me, and I would just take it and throw it in the trash.
Right.
Well,
Gotcha.
Diane, I'm going to give you a flower today.
Don't
And
give me no
wait a minute,
flower.
just
God,
listen. I'm not
don't
gonna
even
give
do
you
that. Don't
the
even go
flower.
there.
I'm going to
Don't
give you
go there.
is that
A compliment flower.
God loves you, and so do I. And I love your brilliant mind. So keep on doing what you're doing, honey,
Right.
because I love you with all my heart.
And you're
I
not the only
appreciate that.
person that feels that way, Diane. A lot
I
of people
That's
like
appreciate
right.
that.
you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I'm
my mother didn't
I'm
like
sorry
white.
because I almost went to my other personality.
Don't do it. That song about don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
You know, you see what the man was talking about yesterday. He don't realize that we have several personalities,
Mm-hmm.
and they come out at different times.
Yes,
Oh,
they
yeah.
will.
And
They
Yeah, something
sure
triggers
will.
you.
and what the world don't realize is all of us have a sick mind in some way.
That's right.
But he said that
Look, if
yesterday.
we
You know, he
didn't, we
said that
wouldn't be
everybody
Yeah.
has
friends.
some type of mental problem.
Mm-hmm. And all of it doesn't mean that you're mentally ill. It just means that you might need to hear something different, like a prayer or a saying or something. It doesn't mean that you're crazy and you're gonna get a gun and go
Right,
shoot up some
right.
school nearby or shoot
Mhm.
somebody. That doesn't mean everybody has a mental thing that you go through.
Right.
Everybody
And
needs
This week for
everybody
me.
sometimes needs
I just
somebody.
came through one
do
too.
you all realize where it
Agree.
starts
I just
from?
came through a week like that myself.
Do
Yes,
you
Just
all
came
me.
through
realize
like
where
I'm
your
still
mental
going through
illness
it.
starts
yeah,
from?
I couldn't handle it.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you
I'm
all
going through it
realize
right now.
where do you all realize where your mental illness really starts from?
Where?
Yeah,
Y'all,
I do.
from your parents. From your parents. If you think about what you saw in your youth, if
Yeah.
your mother and father fighting, fussing, cussing all the time, that
Yeah,
has an effect on you.
it does.
And
Mhm.
it affects each individual
Oh
differently.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And see, we don't know what happened to children.
Yeah.
And some of our worst people out of here that we look at them as being evil, but we have to also look at them from Jesus Christ's point of view. What
Yeah.
happened to them that made them that way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Right about that,
You
baby.
Yes,
know,
like
y'all.
that girl that shot up the school yesterday with those children, and
That was crazy.
that she was under. I'm trying to figure out if you are under a mental health thing, and you can go buy 7 guns of weapons of destruction. I don't understand that. What kind of laws let her get through that?
Their system is messed
Evidently, there
up.
was nothing
The
in
Because
the
We'll
system
be
is
starting
messed
in a
up.
couple
because
minutes,
it's
wasn't
not
folks.
enough guns.
So when I
That's what
start
it
Okay,
sharing
was.
my
because
screen, we'll be starting, okay?
okay, because there's
Right.
nothing in the
Thank you.
system.
I'm
Because
looking
there's
for.
nothing in the
Yeah.
system that said
To
she
indicate
was
she's
ill.
unstable. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
See,
like the
they
man
got
said yesterday, it's easier to say that people have mental problems than to solve the gun problems and to get rid of
Yeah.
guns.
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
It's easier because I had what changed my life 20-some years ago. I had a 5-year-old student who was suicide. He was suicide. He tried to set his mother on fire.
Oh my.
He wasn't. We never knew what for, but that was the reason. Because I deal with all children who had problems, home problems. serious home problem. And I told myself that year, if I had to be a child before I go back to childhood, I would kill myself. Them children going through it. And that's why we have so much now, because you'd be surprised what kind of home they came out or where they
That's
came
true.
from. They came
That's
from
true,
the street
Selma.
raising themselves.
Honest to goodness, you're right
And
about that.
you know, and but all they want is, you know, what you got, let me have some of it. Like you,
Because
if
they
you got a
ain't
mother,
learned.
like they kept telling Miss
It
Joy, you
needs
know my father,
love.
you know everybody else. You must know my father.
Mm-hmm.
So he
But
spit in
Yeah.
my face because I didn't know his father.
they
Wow.
don't understand that,
See, I had one
you
of them
know,
stood in the line on Benner Road at Hector Mall in the shoe store to get the Michael Jordans to the shoes.
Mhm.
He got them when he walked out the line. They say, give up the shoes. He got shot 20 times for the shoes. He would not give them up.
Mm.
Oh my God.
He would not give them up. Then they took the shoes and threw them up on the lamppost line, saying he died right there for a pair of shoes.
Wow.
And it's
That's
still
crazy.
going on because I see them same children that survived through my program that had children. See,
Huh.
and like she said, home has a lot to do with it. But if you don't know Dr. Jesus, hey, you
Amen.
You're
lost.
right. You're right.
You lost. Because see, I had a imaginary friend. So that's who saved me. My imaginary friend, when I got 16, turned to be Jesus.
Amen.
Well,
Mm,
Jesus is the way to go, honey.
it's
yeah,
something
I
about
know
Not
that.
an
Jesus.
imaginary.
That's right.
He's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
imaginary. He's in my.
I
When
know
I
he
get up
wasn't
every morning,
imaginary.
I
He
thank
Hello,
him that I
everyone.
really
woke
Good
was.
up.
morning. How are
Alexander,
you?
Good
Okay.
morning,
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 Alexander.
Alex.
Hello.
Breakfast is ready.
Hi, everyone. Hi to the newcomers. Hi, Mr. Mario, Miss Audrey. I see Miss Margaret and some other new
Yes.
faces. So welcome to the advanced training. We have these morning sessions Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, where we go into more about a new app that you can try, or maybe a certain topic. We cover tech and non-tech things. Like we've done wills and trusts, food safety, assisted living, all of that. But we also have gone over different apps based on maybe the season or the time of the year. But it's just more information, and why not take advantage of it since it's free? All you got to do is hop on a Zoom call where you can still listen and take notes and be able to communicate just like you all have for the past few minutes with each other. And a lot of people really enjoy these sessions. So we, Teresa and I, try to do our best to get the best content for you guys. So today, we are going to be going over streaming services for you. So this is made, for folks that have cable but are really thinking about, cutting costs and saving more money. So these are some great alternatives available for you guys. So it's going to be pretty light. The apps are pretty easy to navigate. So if you guys have a question, just please raise your hand in Zoom and I'll be able to answer that question as well. If you put your question in the chat, I may be able to read it during the presentation and maybe answer it then. But just go ahead and hit more, then raise hand in order to ask a question. And just everyone just be mindful of your TVs, your cell phones, things like that. Because, we want to make sure that everyone's able to hear and understand what the video or what I'm saying. So I'd love to hear your reactions though. So if you want to keep your, if you don't want to be, muted, that's fine. I, love hearing your guys' reactions to certain things, but just keep it to a minimum. So that way we can then, again, everyone is able to hear. But
Alex, are these free?
Yes, everything is free. I try to make it as accessible as we can. So
Thank
I'll
you.
go over the apps and then we'll have a discussion and overview at the end. All right. So today we're going to be going over what are streaming services, a basic overview and some fun facts that I found. Of course, we'll be doing a guided app tutorial and an introduction of the apps for today. PBS Kids Video, Tubi, and Pluto TV. And last but not least, like I said, we're going to have an overview and a discussion how these apps can improve our daily lives. All right. So first, streaming services, what are they? But before we talk about streaming services, we need to talk about how people consume content over the internet. So there are mobile apps, there's gaming, there's websites, of course, that people can access, and TV streaming. That encompasses the majority of what people do on the internet when they're browsing and seeing what's on there. So today we're really going to focus on the mobile apps and the TV streaming portion, where both aspects of those are found in streaming services, where you can still watch TV and movies, but on your mobile device, which makes it really easy and convenient to to use. What is a streaming service? A streaming service is an online provider of entertainment, like TV shows, movies, etc., that delivers content via an internet connection to the subscriber's device. So for example, Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus are popular examples of paid streaming services. So I'm sure all of you have heard those three big names in the streaming service game. And Canopy, which you guys are already familiar with, Tubi and Pluto TV, which we are going over today, are popular examples of free streaming services. So there's free services and there's paid services. So it just depends on what your budget's looking like, and if you want to take advantage of those, or if you want to save a couple bucks and use the alternatives. So me personally, I have Netflix myself, and I enjoy it. But of course, if there was a free alternative, I would choose that if I didn't have Netflix per se. But we're going to be going over some of these and a little bit more about streaming services. But I wanted to bring up a quote from Walt Mossberg. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of him, but he was a tech journalist and a moderator. He worked at the New York Times, etc. So what he said was, streaming TV shows, movies, and other types of video over the internet to all manner of devices. It was once a fringe habit, but is now a squarely mainstream practice. Even people still paying for cable or satellite service often also have Netflix or Hulu accounts, which is, pretty insane, right? You might be paying 80, 90, 100, 110, whatever for cable, but because of what they offer and how convenient it is to access these streaming services, people are willing to pay an extra $10, $20 for these accounts and these services, because they often have just newly released TV shows, movies, what is really popular now. So I think that's just amazing of it itself that people have cable and these services. Next, we're going to watch a video on why or how this is actually possible, how we're able to watch videos on the internet. And I think you guys are going to learn a lot from this video. So we're going to go ahead and play it. So just take notes.
This simple 30-second method protects against memory
just
loss.
enjoy.
It's so easy, you can do it from the comfort of.
The year was 1998. U.S. President Bill Clinton was 1 year into his second term when the scandal that would overshadow his presidency broke. He was set to stand before a grand jury and testify, and the nation was set to watch. Some on their huge cathode ray tube computers, with a little help from the World Wide Web. A few months later, on February 5th, 1999, the Victoria's Secret fashion show took the same approach, deciding this would be the very first year they would broadcast the show over the web. It accrued 1.5 million viewers. The rush to online video began. Webcasted events exploded in popularity. Consumers were hungry for internet video. There was just one problem. Streaming video in the late 1990s was an excruciating experience.
Think about trying to watch a video where you're getting maybe one frame every 2 or 3 seconds and it's the size of a postage stamp. No joke. I mean, that's how small the window was, and it didn't work very well. Too many people tuned in. There wasn't enough infrastructure capacity in place at the time.
Streaming couldn't be a mainstream tool until these major quality hurdles could be overcome. And that wouldn't be possible until the groundbreaking introduction of the CDN. This is the Lightbulb Moment, a Cheddar and Curiosity Stream original series. Though we like to think of the internet as a nebulous cloud floating above, it's much more physical than we give it credit for. And in the early days, the physical limits of the internet were inescapable. If too many people visited a website at the same time, congestion would overwhelm the servers. Then there was the issue of geography. The internet is a network of networks. If you're trying to retrieve packets of information, like a web page, and its servers are located geographically far away from you, your computer has to send out a request that travels through different layers of the interconnected chain to retrieve that web page. Once that request is received, the server can approve the request and start sending individual packets back through the chain. These packets have to travel the same long distance from the server back to your computer. Though it's not always the defining factor, generally speaking, the farther away a server is, the longer it takes to retrieve the packets that make up a web page, which for a consumer means longer loading times. This worked okay for static web pages, but for any large file, it was going to be a problem. And video required some heavy lifting. In 1995, streaming video was a dream at best. The internet just wasn't built for it.
Back then, object sizes on the internet were very, 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 very small. There was no video, there was no software downloads, there was no Call of Duty patches that are gigantic. It was all JPEGs, it was GIFs, maybe it was JavaScript or some HTML code. It was very, very small objects.
Video, by comparison, is massive. A short video
This
clip
is
could be
such a
1,000
throwback.
times the size of a photo or more. Because of this, streaming video struggled to become mainstream in the 90s. At the time, the best way to transfer video was to host the file on a server and have the recipient spend a substantial amount of time downloading it. It worked, but it was a far cry from
Look at that
high-quality
mouse.
streaming video. For the quality of streaming to improve, videos needed to start up faster and be more reliable. And computer engineers were up to the challenge. They created a solution that would be called a Content Delivery Network, or CDN for short, and it revolutionized the internet. MIT applied mathematics professor and algorithmic expert Dr. Tom Layton was sitting down the hall from Tim Berners-Lee, the man who many refer to as the father of the World Wide Web. Berners-Lee posed a problem to the wider MIT community. Because of the way the web was built, congestion was bound to become an issue that held people back from speedy web browsing. Dr. Layton felt he could solve this congestion with math, using algorithms to intelligently duplicate and route content. He and a few colleagues got to thinking, if geographical distance was the problem, just get rid of the distance. Replicate the content and bring that content closer to people. This lessens the number of hops that computers would have to make to retrieve information, and reduces the likelihood that any one server would get overwhelmed. Layton called his company Akamai, and it's still one of the largest CDN companies in the world today. But CDNs are just part of the puzzle. They help get the content physically closer to you, which helps it load speedily. But making that content look good is a whole separate issue. The secret ingredients for getting high-resolution streaming video are bitrate and compression. Bitrate, essentially, is just a measure of how much of a file you can transfer in real time, usually measured per second. Larger files are generally higher quality, but streaming large files takes more bandwidth. In video, bitrate is everything.
When we were on dial-up, there was just a limit to the amount of what we call bits that you could actually push through the wire to the consumer. It was literally a physical restraint.
And in the early days, bitrate was low, very low, mostly due to physical constraints. But even with those limits, internet video exploded in the early 2000s. And no
There's
platform
YouTube.
took off faster than YouTube.
Oh my God. Cheers.
Founded in 2005, YouTube democratized video making. Its platform was reliable for the time, but it wasn't without its faults. If you were on YouTube in those early years, you'll probably remember that watching a video went a lot like this.
All right, so here
That was the
we
first
are
video
on the,
ever on YouTube right here.
elephants.
Buffering was the absolute worst part of YouTube or any other streaming video platform in those early days. And with that realization came a simple but game-changing solution.
When adaptive bitrate came around, which is also something we call variable bitrate, content owners started encoding the video in 300K, 500K, 1 meg. So the point was, if you're watching it at 500K and your bandwidth degraded, instead of the video stopping at 500K, it would just reduce the bitrate to 300K but keep playing.
Or in simpler terms, when you're watching a YouTube video in high definition and your connection weakens, the player will automatically drop you down to a lower resolution to make sure that the video keeps playing.
Adaptive bitrate really improved the customer experience because the moment we could get rid of, as an industry, the rebuffering, what happened? Consumers watched more content.
But having a solid bitrate is only one part of the two-part secret sauce for improving the visual quality of internet video. The other part is compression and decompression, referred to as codecs.
Hi everyone, Mark Barden here at Sandy Hook Promise. On December 14th, 2012.
There are two main ways to do compression: lossy and lossless. Lossy compression reduces the file size with an obvious reduction in quality. Lossless compression reduces the file size without losing any quality. Lossless compression is the kind that video distributors like because it makes for a better user experience. It relies on redundancies in each frame to figure out where it can remove information. So, for example, in this shot from Avengers Endgame, the background doesn't change much, but Tony Stark moves around a lot. Instead of redrawing a new pixel for each frame each time, good compression allows for the pixels in the background that aren't changing much to be remembered and reused for the following frames. Only the portions of the frame where lots of movement occur, like Tony's face and arm, are redrawn with each frame. This results in a high-quality video at a smaller file size. For internet video to be as efficient and high quality as possible, all of these technologies have to work together. Here's how they do it. Let's say Netflix is preparing to release the newest season of Stranger Things. After it's edited and ready to be uploaded to the Netflix server, it has to be compressed.
They have an entire team over there that just looks at how do we encode video frame by frame, whether it's based on lighting, whether it's based on colors, all these different variables.
They compress that file into the smallest form it can be, while retaining the highest quality it can. They also encode it at lower bit rates, aka lesser quality, to give a few possible options in case your internet connection doesn't allow for the highest resolution, giving consumers flexibility to take advantage of adaptive bitrate. These files are also encoded into different formats that are specialized for every device the content could be played on. All of these files are then uploaded to Netflix's network. Seeing as Stranger Things is one of the most watched shows on the platform, they expect people to watch it as soon as it launches. In preparation for this, they ensured that a copy of the files for each episode is replicated across all the CDN servers they have strategically located across the globe. These servers act as a local hub for where the file will be stored for whenever a nearby consumer wants to retrieve it. The content is saved on multiple edge servers so that when a multitude of people try to access it, each individual can access the server that's geographically closest to them, resulting in the least amount of lag between when you click the play button and when the content actually starts playing. All of these technologies come together to deliver an experience that works almost like magic. As we progress towards a future where video games, and potentially VR will dominate the internet landscape, it's clear that the next frontier for streaming will require a lot of new infrastructure and ingenuity. Fortifying access to reliable broadband internet will be paramount. Making these services affordable will be another challenge. But once we overcome these obstacles, streaming's full potential could be realized, a technology that will define our future. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell for notifications.
Wow, so that was so interesting, especially the tidbit at the end where they talk about, the broadband and the data and such. All of you guys have data provided to you by Dackle, so you're able to access all of these services with that for free when a lot of folks are really they got to pay that data bill, their phone bill, their service. So it's just amazing how you guys get access to all these apps and different services through the data and all the information that you learned from the video. So if you have anything to say about it, just wait until the end. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed. But now we are, once my presentation loads up. Yep, so next, after that video, we're just gonna go over some fun facts. So the streaming industry is expected to be worth $330 billion by 2030. 85% of households have at least one video streaming service. Netflix has roughly 230 million subscribers. YouTube has 2 billion monthly active users, which is, again, crazy to think about. It's about a quarter of the world. Disney Plus had 5 of the 10 most popular movies in 2022, like Encanto, Turning Red, Moana, etc. And over 100 billion hours of video are watched every day. So just some things to think about and how important and how visible these services are to our society. But next, we're going to go over the apps that we're going to go over today. So PBS Kids Video, Tubi, and Pluto TV, some examples of free streaming services available to you guys. And of course, we're going to do an app navigation and any information about the app itself. Okay, so first, we're going to talk about PBS Kids Video. So just like all the other apps that we've gone over, you go to your app store. You hit the search button at the bottom right. And then in the search bar, search for the app. So PBS Kids Video. So once you search it, you see it pops right here on the right. And you tap on it and download the app. Okay, but with PBS Kids Video, you can stream, watch, and download free videos that are child safe. You and your grandchildren will play, learn, and grow watching shows that will spark your imagination and curiosity. This app has won several awards, such as the 2022 Webby winner and People's Choice winner, and the Parents' Choice recommended mobile app. They won that in like 2020, 2012. This app has been out for a while, but it's still being used. And if you go back to the App Store, it is actually number 10 in the education charts. So a lot of people use this app. In the PBS Kids Video app, there are some buttons that you'll need to use. So one at the bottom left is kind of like the settings button and the grown-ups button, where you can, in the settings, you can change captions to English or Spanish, and audio, same thing, English to Spanish. And then the grown-up section, you can learn more about the specific episode you're watching and other information as well. At the top right, if you hit the live TV button, you'll see view the PBS channel based on your local TV channel, and you'll be able to actually see the schedule as well. So it's live TV of what's shown on PBS. And then on the right, you see there are several different shows. Once you tap on a show and hit the 4 squares button right next to the sidebar, you'll be able to browse all the full episodes available and some short clips of the selected
Al, I'm
show.
not seeing all this that you're talking about. I'm just seeing PBS Kids videos. That's the right screen?
Yes. So yes, with PBS Kids Video, you may not use it yourself particularly, but what I can say is I grew up on PBS Kids, and a lot of the shows such as Cyber Chase, World War, there's Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, there is Maya and Miguel, there's Arthur, all of those shows, they are what made me made me who I am today, with all the lessons and all the educational content. There's a lot out there for kids and your grandkids to see, but it's just nice to get some really wholesome content, and it really does help with learning and about feelings, about school subjects, things of that nature. So let's go ahead and go into the app. So it's the PBS Kids Video app, and then we're gonna go into it. So again, automatically when you
On
first
PBS
start it up,
Kids, check out Furry Friends Forever. Elmo gets a puppy.
it'll already start playing the live TV for you available. So obviously you can start it and stop it at the bottom. So again, when you hit the settings button, you can turn off or on captions. And for some, you can change for the audio to be English or Spanish as well. So let's say we want captions. There you go. In Grown-ups, you can see more, again, about what's playing, about the different apps that are available from PBS and for different shows that they have. So like read a storybook, letters, spelling, rhyming. So they have different apps that they recommend in addition to this video app. As you can see, there's your station. So you can actually change your local station based on where you are and your zip code and other minor things as well. So you can turn on captions and again, see more about the specific episode. When you hit live TV at the top right, it will play whatever is on. When you hit what's on, you can literally see the schedule for the whole day, just like an actual TV channel. So it's taken a minute to load up the images, but as you can see the show and the episode and at what time it's going to play. Again, if you hit an episode on the right, so I used to love
learning how to help my son manage his feelings in a positive.
Curious George. So if I hit Curious
Your
George,
show will start after this.
an episode is automatically going to play, which is really cool. And then again, when you hit the show on the side and hit the 4 buttons, look, you can see all of the different full episodes and clips of the show that you would like to watch. So all of it is free. So, if you may not particularly watch any of these, even though I do, even myself, because it's just always nice just to go back to what you grew up on, especially Cyber Chase. It's all about math and logic, which, I really love. That's what got me to my love of math and science. So this is a really great show. I love Word Girl. It's all about words and learning vocabulary. Of course, they have Sesame Street. Like I said, World Ward. I love Maya and Miguel. It's a lot of social learning. So there's all of these different options available for you, especially Arthur. That was the longest running animated show. I think it started in like '96 and it just ended last year. So it was on the air making new episodes since '96. And this is also where I got a lot of, social learning and how to, interact with people with, respect and all of that. So I would just check it out. If not, I would pass it on to somebody else, someone, with young kids, young grandkids. It's a great way to learn and together. All right.
I'll watch Arthur now. I love Arthur.
Yes. So yeah,
I love Arthur.
I would just see what's on there. So yeah.
I watch Curious George now.
Yeah. I do too. I like
I still watch Curious George.
But with Arthur though, you can learn a lot.
Yeah, I like Arthur too.
Yeah. I love Arthur.
It's very helpful when you have strokes and you have to relearn and start all over.
Yeah.
So I just remember to start all over from the basics. And that's why I'm so excited about this, guys. Thank you all for being here today.
Yeah.
And cartoons are also helpful for people going through like depressions and mental problems, because when you look at cartoons, it's funny, it makes you laugh, and
True, so true.
Yeah, so
true.
I like cartoons too, but I like Flintstones, Jetsons, and
I watch those too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love them.
People with dementia are often entertained by cartoons. Even my husband has advanced dementia, but when those cartoons are on, it brings him present. And he watch it, and you can see the enjoyment on his face.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Superheroes. I used to love the superhero cartoons. Loved them. Watched them every Saturday when it came on.
Okay, sorry about that. I am back. Let me go ahead and share my screen.
That Road Runner. What was his name? BB Road
Yeah.
Runner. I'm like, oh God. Alex, another free one too is Cracker.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of options available. So
they like old classic stuff too on, and that's free.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if you guys heard me, but next we're gonna go over Tubi, how to watch movies and TV shows. Tubi is one of the largest free streaming services featuring award-winning movies and TV series from studios like Paramount, Lionsgate, MGM, and more. There is something for everybody. So some features include new videos added every week. There are local live news channels, sports networks, and live entertainment. And if you have a TV, you can actually cast your iPad to the TV. So if you, next to your TV, you can watch it on your TV. If you're not near one, you can watch it on your iPad. So it's very convenient.
So we can connect this iPad to the TV?
Yes, it's called casting. So I'll show you that in a second.
Your phone too.
So this is the Tubi home screen. So the first button at the bottom is the home button. Then where you can view recommended shows by category. The next button is the Explore button, where you can search shows or movies by name, category, and network. The Live TV button is where you can obviously view live TV and again, view them by category. And then last but not least is the My Stuff button. So if you would like, you can create an account to save all of your favorites, to continue watching from where you left off, and other things as well. So just like before, you're going to go to the App Store. Let's go to the App Store, hit that search button, and then type in Tubi, T-U-B-I, pretty easy. When you hit Tubi, it's right there on the right. Tubi, watch movies and TV shows. And of course you download it like the other apps. So let's go into the Tubi app and see what it offers. So here's Tubi. Yeah, so again, all these apps that I'm downloading, they're are showcasing. You're seeing it just like how you're gonna see it when you open the app up for the first time. So it says be the first to know, we'll let you know when new hits arrive. So yeah, if a new hit arrives, I wanna know. So I'm gonna enable notification. Tubi would like to send you notifications and then hit allow. So once you do that, look, tell us what you like. With over 30,000 titles, we believe personalizing your experience will help you save time finding content you enjoy. So it's based on what you like. I like animation, I like action, crime, and let's say kids and family. So choose whatever you'd like. We're gonna continue to home. And then bam, look, we're in Tubi. So look, Tubi would like to find and connect to devices on your local network. Tubi uses this to find and connect to devices to cast to your TV. So yes, hit allow. And you'll be able to cast. And yes, if you want Tubi to track your activity to make personalized content, sure, I'll hit allow. And that's basically you're in the app. So of course they give you recommended channels, different movies, as you can see, like Rush Hour 2. I just watched that the other day. There's family movies. As you can see, if you want to continue watching from a certain point, you'll have to create an account, but that's not too difficult. But look, all these different categories, and you can see what's leaving soon. So maybe you want to see something before it leaves Tubi, etc. It goes on and on and on and on, lots of stuff. So if you ever want to look for a new show, you just go to the home button. And at the top, you see you can adjust it by TV shows. Look at all the TV shows, again, based on what you said. Oh, they got The Nanny. I'm going to definitely watch that. That was my show back in the day.
Is it free?
Yeah, all of it is free. They got Garfield, they got Twilight Zone, they got Dracula. My friend likes horror, so she'll like this portion. Ghost Brothers, that looks cool. Action. So you see there's a whole bunch of variety available to look. Charlie's Angels, what a throwback. The Bernie Mac show. Look, what's
Barney
happening?
Miller.
Fantasy Island, the Jeffersons, that still comes on TV. So look, there's a whole bunch available to you. Movies, you can look what movies there are, what news. When you hit news, it actually sends you to the live
Victims have now
TV
been identified
portion.
in the deadly fire that killed at least.
So yes, that is the home page. You can look news, sports, even in Spanish. Like right now, again, I'm learning Spanish. So if I wanted to test my skills, I would watch something in Spanish. So there's something for everybody.
That sign, register or sign in, keep coming up. The red, did you have to tap on that?
No, just you're able to exit it. You need to make an account again if you want to save favorites or again continue watching you are, but essentially you do not need an account unless you'd like to. Okay.
So just ignore that when they say register or sign in.
You do not need an account. The next button is the explore button. So again, you can search for shows. So if you just one day think of a show that you want to watch. And then you're able to search by name and then look by these categories. So look, there are even networks as well. So you can look for a certain network and what shows they're on there, what collections they have, different genres. So some of the ones that you selected beforehand, but look, they got Westerns. Let's see all the Westerns. So I know you, Diane, like Westerns, so this would
Yes.
be definitely up your forte. So
Yes.
look at all these things.
Yeah.
Same thing,
Alex,
true crime. I
Alex,
love
you
true
had
crime
me up
myself.
all night watching Western.
So look, bizarre. I like bizarre murders.
Alex, do they have
Stanford and Son. Yeah, Samson and Son.
Alex, do
Samson.
they have
It's
regular
on
TV?
YouTube. Oh, okay.
Alex, do they have ABC, TBS, and NBC and
Yeah,
Channel 5?
they have different channels available. So I'm gonna go over that. But look, Son of Samson, and then they also give different recommendations based on what you search. So
Wow.
so you could basically search whatever you want by what category, what's leaving, what's popular, things of that nature. Next is the live TV section. So look, you can view it by your favorites if you have an account, what's featured, what's been recently added, your news, your sports. So
Slow
you
down,
can
Alex.
view
Slow
the
down.
channels. You can view the channels based on the filter. So again, it's all up to you about what you want to select or want to watch. Or you could just be me and just go through all of the channels. So look, Dr. G. I love Dr. G. I used to want to be a doctor.
Could it be a homicide? What's causing his wounds?
Very
What's going
informative.
on?
Look, live now from Fox. You can see the Fox
Do
News.
know that the campus is on lockdown after a
Fubo
situation.
News. Right here.
Matching in strike for
Sports
strike.
Network, NBA, ABC Now,
What you
CBC.
love about the Hurricanes is their
Look at all this
backcourt
stuff.
play. They've got three
Lord have
transfers in the
mercy.
backcourt. including a-
Dateline. So look, you can either do the Dateline in the podcast.
She
you can
wanted
do
to
the
leave,
Dateline on the
but she
show,
felt like the
you can
restraining
read
order
about
was
Dateline. So
too much.
everything.
The jail
There are
didn't.
multiple ways to consume this content. So it's very convenient and very easy to access. So look, Game Show Network. That was me growing up. Game Show Central. That's pretty cool. Look, Deal or No Deal. They got a whole Deal or No Deal channel. I remember watching this back in like 2008.
Yeah.
So like Johnny Carson show, Baywatch. Like they got throwbacks. They got news. They got the Jerry Springer show. So it's a lot, but it's there for you to. So you can look at all the crazy stuff, all the new stuff. Look, they got WSA, DC, but they also
What's
have
happening
like Phoenix,
at school.
Arizona, Seattle,
And, you know, some of the conversations they
Minneapolis,
might be having with their
Denver,
friends behind closed doors.
I was
Cleveland,
watching.
We can only
Sacramento.
control what comes
So
to us.
it's all
I've been
available
And
to
at the
you.
end of the day, I remember reading
Alex, I've been
in a lot
watching
of studies,
Tubi for some
kids
years.
still want their parents' approval.
For some years now.
I even,
And
I
I
mean,
used to tell people
I'm
to,
54.
you know, get on it because it's free. They used to
Right.
say, "What is Tubi? I don't want to get on that. What is that?" I say, "Go to it and see. It's free." And I say,
Yes.
"Do it." But then somebody I told them they got on. They say, "Oh, they got bootleg movies." Like, I say, "Well, some of them good." I say, "But they
Well,
got,
clearly that person didn't actually go into the app, because if they were on this app for 1 second, they would see what's available. Look at this, Temptations,
Yeah, because
the Selena movie.
I've been looking at Tubi for about 7 years or something.
Yes.
But
You know what's on there. It's
yeah,
everything.
exactly. But sooner or later, Alex, they gonna start making people pay for it. Watch.
Well, that's
How
why
many
just
people
like
getting
with the data, just like with the data you guys have with your iPad, same thing. It might not be free for forever. So just take advantage of it and learn it while you can. So that is the Tubi app. Again, the My Stuff, if you want to save all your favorites, pick off where you left off, set your preferences, you can easily create an account, and it doesn't take too long, especially if you continue with Apple. You can use your Apple ID to sign in and create an account, which makes it easy. So I would do that if you want to make an account, but these apps actually are very easy to navigate. It's just about downloading it and taking advantage of all of the channels and shows and movies that are available.
Okay, Al, excuse me. Can you show us how to download it again, please? Because you went kind of fast for me. Can you show us how to download this app?
Yeah, so just like all the other apps, Dolores, you got to go to the App Store. When you go to the App Store, you search for the app. So that's once you search for the app, you're pretty much bing bang there, right? So as long as you put in the search name and you see the app, you can easily download it on the App Store. So again, PBS Kids Video, Tubi, and we're about to go over Pluto TV. Okay. So
if I'm not mistaken, I think you can go in as a guest also.
Yeah. So all you have to do is just download the app. So it's very easy. So the last but not least, we're gonna go over Pluto TV. So Pluto TV, it allows you to choose from their library of thousands of on-demand movies and TV shows. Hello, could you please mute yourself if you are not speaking? Thank you so much. So just everyone, please be mindful. Again, Pluto TV allows you to choose from a library of thousands of on-demand movies and TV shows, or from their 27 exclusive movie channels. They also offer over 50 channels in Spanish. Some features include full seasons of your favorite shows, chilling true crime and drama series, and also live sports, classic games, news, and analysis as well. When you open the Pluto TV app, again, it's very, very easy to navigate. The first button at the bottom is live TV, of course. So as soon as you open the app, it's going to start playing live TV. And of course, you can, just like Tubi, you can change it or browse based by category. The second button, or the one in the middle, is the on-demand button, where you can browse featured TV shows and movies. So just live TV on demand, pretty easy. And last but not least is the search button. So you can search for movies and channels and view different shows and movies. So again, it's pretty self-explanatory what the buttons do. So let's go into the Pluto TV app. Again, you go to the App Store. When you go inside the App Store, you hit the search and search for an app that you would like to download. So we're gonna type in Pluto TV. Once you type in Pluto TV, it appears again right there on the right. You tap it and then you hit get to download it. So just like all the other apps that we've gone over for the past few weeks, you go in the App Store, you search for the app, and you download the app. Okay, so that is Pluto TV, and let's go ahead and open it. So when you open Pluto TV, that's fine. We're gonna allow to make personalized content. And we just started the app. Drop in, watch free. Pluto TV would like to use Bluetooth. Pluto, so if you wanna cast it, you wanna enable Bluetooth. So hit okay. And look, again, you have different channels at the bottom. So Dateline.
I was coming back from one of my
Wheel
photo
of
shoots.
Fortune. Again, on movies, there's the movies category. Oh wow, they're playing an episode from 2002. Lord have mercy. What a throwback, right? But there's entertainment. You can look at all the entertainment. So look, Hot in Cleveland. I've definitely heard of that show before. There's
Well, because
Penn
it's
and
the
Teller.
most famous
I love
sonogram
Penn and
ever to
Teller.
be posted on the internet.
There's
I'd recognize
MacGyver,
Brad
The
and
Walking
Angelina's
Dead,
beautiful fetus before I'd recognize
Baywatch,
my own.
Lassie.
Oh my God, this means Canadian.
Look, Merlin. I don't know if any of you seen Merlin, but that's definitely a throwback as well.
Well, you can never be too safe.
There's news.
With trash?
Progressive
crime,
can't protect you from becoming
reality
your parents,
shows.
but we
Look at
can
all this
protect your
stuff.
home and auto when you bundle with
Classic
us.
Look at the
TV.
hedges, they're a mess.
Look,
Looking at the hedges.
Moesha. That I still watch Moesha.
Well, why don't you
So,
stay away
I
from
Love
me?
Lucy, Family Ties.
Laisha.
Carol
You're too
Burnett
kind.
Show.
I'd love to.
Oh my God, that is hilarious. So
Just my
again, just like I've been saying,
It's
there's
great, Johnny. It's fabulous, and
so
you're
many
great, too.
different options. They got
Helen.
they got kids.
everybody in
Like,
town knows you're the.
Look, there's even a kids channel, channel like Dora the Explorer, iCarly, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So there's a wide variety.
Oh no! Swiper
And
swipe boosts
The
in
news,
people's
latest
lunches.
Chicago, Detroit, Miami, Minnesota. All these different places you can get your news and such. So that is the live TV button, so you can view all the live shows and such. At the top right, that is how you cast. You see the square with the little Wi-Fi symbol? That is how you cast to your devices, to your TV. So you'll find this in this app, the PBS one, the Tubi, a lot of the apps, even YouTube. All of those, this button allows you to cast to your AirPlay or Bluetooth devices. So I don't have a TV myself, but if you do, and if it has Bluetooth enabled, then you can cast it from your tablet to your TV. In the middle is the on-demand button.
Can you think we caught all my bananas? Can you pull up Crackle? See, see how that looks.
Let's see if
I'll have to download and such. I want to get through these apps, okay? So the on demand is of course what's on demand.
3,
So
4, 5.
unfortunately you can't pause it because it's live TV, but you guys get the idea. On demand, where you can view different videos based on categories, so it's reality game shows, daytime TV, comedy, classic TV. Whole bunch of different options available for you. Last but not least is the search. So look, when you hit search,
fun activities. So here's one of my favorites. It's a great sensory tactile activity. This is from Land of Dough from Crazy Errands. It's this fun dough that has this adorable bunny and the chick on it, perfect for Easter. And what I love about this brand is that it is the most eco-friendly dough on the planet. So the colors, the ingredients, everything is all natural. So it is great for your kids. And another activity that I really love is create.
So unfortunately the app, it plays the TV or the channel automatically, but they're very easy to navigate. Again, we went over PBS Kids video. You can view different shows with your grandkids and watch them for yourself. And then Tubi and Pluto TV, they have different channels with different availabilities, things like that. So yeah, those are the 3 apps that we went over today. And last but not least, we're gonna have an overview and a discussion. So any questions and comments are
Alex, what did you
encouraged.
say about TED, TED? I don't remember.
Yeah, TED, that was last, that was 2 weeks ago. So that was one of the apps that we went over, but we'll go over it again at a later date.
Okay.
But yeah, again, I am willing to answer any questions, but I would love if all of you or some of you could answer one of these right here on the screen. 1, what is one new fact that you learned today? 2, what apps are you interested in trying out? How can these apps improve your daily life? And what streaming services do you already use? One question I could add is, what is one thing you already knew, but just expanded on today? So that's, again, through the video, through the slides, through all the apps they went over today. I'd love it if you guys could answer one of these questions and then ask the question yourself. So I'll be going through the hands first. And then once you go through all of the hands, anybody else can either answer or ask a question. So first up, it's Brenda. Go ahead, Brenda.
Well, what I've learned today is I'm amazed they're all free.
Yeah.
And I will definitely be taking advantage of this. In fact, I'm about to make a change with my cable now because my cable bill is kind of high. And I'm going to try the PBS Kids, Tubi, and Pluto TV. I like the PBS Kids because my granddaughter, she's 5, and I like the fact that you can put the captions there, and that'll help her to learn how to read.
Yes.
I'm really interested in doing that, but I'm going to take advantage of this. But I have a question now. If I have like 3 TVs, so if I cast it, it would be only on one TV, or how would that work with the
Yeah,
other,
so you
other two?
choose you choose to cast to whatever TV you want. So as long as they're a Bluetooth TV or the AirPlay TV, you can choose which one you want to cast your iPad to. So once you hit that cast button in the app, so again, whether you're in any of these apps or YouTube or a lot of apps use that button, you'll be able to see what devices you can connect to, and then you can connect to it through your device. What I can say is if you guys have Wi-Fi, again, these, streaming, it does take up quite a bit of data. So if you have Wi-Fi, just use that. It'll be a lot more stable. But as you guys saw with the data that you guys have provided, they look pretty good to me. So
yeah, they did.
If you have Wi-Fi, if you have Wi-Fi,
I do.
just use Wi-Fi, and you could stream away all that you like.
Okay. Now, as far as my other two TVs, I guess I'd have to get a Fire Stick, for them to work if I want to cast it on one particular TV. Would you say?
It depends on the type of TV you have. So those other two, for example, are all of your TVs smart TVs?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, so if they are actual smart TVs, one option, of course, you could cast it from your iPad. But if they're smart TVs, you can download apps on those TVs. So if you find the Tubi app on your TV, you could do that. You can find the Tubi app, and then you can find the Pluto TV app and whatever apps are available. So So yeah, I would try either way, and you'll be able to present.
Great.
Or cast it. So I'm glad you enjoyed. I knew the cable portion. I knew a lot of you guys would find it useful to always, just cut costs and be more, efficient and money management. So that and then the grandkids again. It's these shows they pretty much changed my life, especially the PBS ones, and just learning that there's always better and always something to look forward to and learn. So I would take advantage of that. Anyone with kids, anyone with grandkids, let them know. And inadvertently, PBS is funded by the public, right? So if more folks use the app, then there's more reason for them to keep it, because they're always trying to say, oh, PBS is about to go away, there's no more money, things like that. So we want to make sure that our kids and our future generations are able to take advantage of all of these learning tools, because it's really important at a young age to really accelerate these days. So yes, thank you, Brenda. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Alex. That was great.
Thank you. Next up is Anne. Hi, Anne. How are you?
Hi, Alex. How you doing? I went on Tubi, and it had two different.
And your data's a little
two different things.
You're lagging a little bit, Anne. Can you try to move somewhere where you get a better connection?
Okay, I don't know where I can move. Let me see.
Oh, you sound good now.
Oh, okay. I'm leaning off the bed. So
yes, what is your question?
I went on Tubi, and they had two things, and it said to get. So which one is it? Oh, you get both.
What does it say specifically? Because I didn't see a get feature.
It said Tubi, and it had two different Tubis.
Oh, okay. So in the app, you're talking about in the App Store, right? Yeah. So that's because sometimes when you search for something, it's an ad in quotations. So it might appear in both places, because when you search, there might already be an ad for that particular app, and then the actual app appears on the right. But either one you click on, it will send you to the correct app.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't want to click on something and then I had something I'm paying for or something that I didn't want. Yeah.
No, that's
so
why you just gotta read the screen.
The one on the right.
Yeah, again, it doesn't matter. Those are all apps, even though it's an ad, it's still an ad for an app that's on the App Store. So as long as it's the correct app, it doesn't matter which one you press, okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you, dear. And this is very informative. I mean, I saw some old stuff from way back in the day. So, yeah, that I used to like to watch it. So, thank you.
No problem, Ann. You have a wonderful day. Thanks for
You
coming.
too.
Next up is Greer. Hi, Greer. How are you?
Good morning, Alex and all. I have a TCL Roku TV because
my friend
I
does too.
absolutely refuse to pay for cable. I know a lot of my neighbors have astronomical. So what now? But a lot of my neighbors have cable, and they complain about how high their cable bills are.
Yes,
I have QB, I have Pluto. I just have access to all of those good free TV programs, and I use them to the max. I use the PBS channels for my granddaughter when she comes over here about an hour after school. My little 7-year-old great grand, and we look at it together, and I enjoy it. And then a lot of the shows that come on her shows, they come on, and then they have the popular, I guess, cartoon shows that I haven't seen. She has, but I love the music, and we sing the music together, and I just I just think it's great. But I just refuse to pay for cable when you can get all this free stuff. You know, I really enjoy.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Greer. I love the fact you talk about your grandkids. So I would definitely try. I would download that PBS Kids video app. See if it's on your Roku. If not,
that's
on
my regular TV. That's on my regular TV. I don't have
okay.
to do it.
Yes.
Yeah. But also,
that's great.
My great grand, because a little before they had come over a few weeks ago, I had just read something about mirroring your TV or your phone, and so when they came, I asked him about it, and he just turned 15. So I asked him about it, and he set up something that I wanted to look at. Oh, my daughter has Netflix, and then he put all her information in there while my daughter was there, and now I have Netflix on my TV. I had it on my phone, but now I have it on my TV as well. So I'm good to go.
Yes, it's all that. It's all the entertainment. So please enjoy. And I think one really great thing I love about these apps that I showcase in particular, because they all have a on-demand feature. So if you don't want to watch live TV, you can watch whatever shows they have available on the platform. So so yeah, you get the best of both worlds, live and on demand.
Absolutely. And they all good too, and it's all free. I don't believe in spending money when I don't have to.
Yes, great. Well, thank you so much, Greer, for coming. I hope you enjoyed.
Oh, most definitely. Thank you, Alex.
No problem. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah. And next up is Yvonne. But yeah, again, I just keep thinking about that video, like how it's like there are so many things that go into having these apps and services available with the actual physical limitations and where we came from. You saw the old computer, the old mouse, what the first YouTube video was in 2005, and it's just it's a blessing to be able to live right now where everything is so easily available, and you guys can able to take full advantage of it because you guys are in this program. So it's very great. So thank you. Yvonne, did you have a question?
Thank you. I do. Thank you, Alex. Alex, I have great grands and just had a new one a couple of weeks ago. And I'd like to, thank you. Is there any, I'm going to send them maybe the email from you guys to them, or is there any way I could share a particular app? Is that a possibility? Where you could just share an app with someone?
Yes, good question, Yvonne. So let's say we go to the App Store. When we go to the App Store, we can search. So look, we're already at Pluto, well, the App Store reset. So let's say we want to share Pluto with someone. We hit Pluto TV, we search it, we tap on it or whatever. And then look, if you look on the very right, look, what is the button that's on the very right?
Looks like a little arrow.
Yes, it's the share button. So you can actually
Oh, is that
share,
the
so you
share
can email
button?
it. Yes, you can email it. So you can put it in
Oh.
your notes. You can put in your drive. You can copy the link. So when you copy the link, you can copy and paste it. But it's all
Wow.
right here in the share button. So if you want to mail it, hit mail, and then bam, I just send it to,
Oh,
let's say
that's
I want to send it
great.
to Teresa. And look,
Oh,
the
that's
email's there to go with
wonderful.
the app, and then the app icon and the actual link. So
Oh.
it's the same idea as when for Dr. Mundy's sessions, in the email, there was a link to the app that you can download. So it's the same idea. Send in the link. All they got to do is tap on the link. And then if they're on their Apple device, they're able to download the app just like you guys did.
That's
I didn't see
fantastic.
the share button. Tell me
It's right
where
here
the
on the
share button
right.
is again.
So it's right here on the right. You see the title? It says Pluto TV, Live TV, and Movies. If you look directly to the right, it's the square and the arrow, just like the
Oh, I
other
see
share
it.
buttons
Okay.
that are
I
on
see
the
it.
iPad.
All right. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Oh, that's
Well,
interesting.
that's wonderful.
Well, shoot.
Because
Good
my
question, Yvonne.
daughter's always telling me to watch something on Netflix, which I don't have. And I don't know what it costs monthly. Which one of these apps, just like we were thinking about a movie, and I mentioned All About Eve, which app would be more appropriate for finding All About Eve?
So it just depends on each app, because each app has their own library and licenses available. So some,
Yeah.
like Netflix, they have certain shows that are only on Netflix. Hulu, same thing. Disney Plus, same thing. And these apps as well. So it's all about doing your research. So if you go to Google and you type in the name of the movie and then streaming, it will tell you all of the apps that movie is on. And if you have the app, you can search for it in the app. So I would Google the movie and then put streaming or, Netflix or Hulu or something, and Google will do the work for you and look up where it is available.
Thank you so much.
Good question.
Yeah, no problem. Yes, thank you, Yvonne. Thanks for coming, and I hope you enjoyed.
Absolutely, thank you.
Next up, it is Cassandra Morris. Go ahead and unmute, Cassandra, if you have a question.
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
All righty. What I learned today
Yeah, I'm over here
is
wiping the stove off.
Sorry about that, Miss Cassandra.
yeah, what I learned today was I'm amazed at how you can go on this tablet and download these items. I want to download all three of them. It's just on the third one, I didn't understand something you were saying when you pulled up Pluto. It says something about in the box, something about blank and then Bluetooth. I didn't understand which one you said hit when you get ready to download Pluto.
Yeah. So when you if you want to download Pluto, you download the app just like any other app. So you go to the App Store, you hit the search button at the bottom right, and then search for Pluto TV. So once you search it and it loads, you make sure you open the app, and then instead, well, mine of course I have it downloaded already, but it will say Get. Once you hit Get, you can download it, and then once you open the app, again, it's pretty easy to navigate. When you get into the app, it will look like this, where you will have the live TV section at the button at the bottom left. You have the on-demand feature in the middle, and then the search feature at the bottom right. And then if you wanted to cast it to your TV, if you have a smart TV, at the top right, next to the profile icon, you should see that square with the Wi-Fi symbol. That's the cast button. So you can cast your iPad to your TV or device using that if they're both Bluetooth. If they're both Bluetooth devices.
Yeah. So I just take my hand on my iPad and hit that square thing or that round thing up in the right hand corner.
And
I gotta cast it to the TV.
Yes, if it's compatible with your TV. So it'll give you a list of devices. You may have to go to settings in your TV and like turn on Bluetooth if it's not already enabled as such. But essentially, yes, if you hit that cast button, you're able to cast it to your TV if they're both compatible with each other, okay?
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
No problem. I hope you enjoyed today and thanks for coming.
All righty.
All right. Next up is Teresa Washington. Hi, Teresa. Did I answer your question? Miss Washington, do you have a question for me?
Okay, I can see you now. I don't have a question, but I wanted to take a minute to really, really thank you for the session. And number one, thank you for the session. And number two, overall, because of what I've learned through the iPad program, I was able to download those apps while you were talking. I didn't have to write it down and go back and then do it and have questions. No, I was able to do it while you were talking. And I just want to thank you for that. And as you all know, my husband has advanced dementia, and this is particularly good for him. I don't believe in seniors sitting around doing nothing just because they have an ailment. So because I found something that he can do and enjoy, then he can do it and enjoy it and live a full life. Thank you so much.
Amen. Oh, wow. That brings me such happiness, Teresa. And yes, all these, I try every week to, find, really meaningful and useful apps. So today we look at the screen. We've gone through 3, 6, 9. We've gone through 13 apps together that cover a whole bunch of different topics. So yes, just keep coming on and just to learn more. But it's yes, Teresa, it's all about using it and improving your life with, with the device. So I love it. Thank you. You have a wonderful day, Teresa.
Thank
and
you
your
too,
husband.
Alex. Oh yeah. He's gonna
All
be looking
right,
at this today. He'll be so happy.
Oh, well, let us know next week, all right?
I sure will.
All right, have a great day.
Thank you.
Next up is Mr. Daryl George. Hi, Daryl. Nice to see you.
How you doing? Nice to see you. I think I met you at
MLK.
Library.
Yes, sir. I remember. I did your training way back. That was like November or something. So it's nice to see you.
First thing, I already have Canopy, the app Canopy, and I have Pluto. Now I just learned about the Tubi, so I'm gonna check on that in a few minutes.
Yes.
Okay. The next thing, I like to in the beginning when you saw how the internet and the downloading and everything started off. I saw that what was that? An Apple Macintosh computer, and I said, "Damn, we way back in time."
I know that was so long ago, man. I remember seeing those type of computers when I was in like elementary school and even before. So it's just so interesting to think about how far we've come in 20, 30 years, right? Like 20, 30 years ago, there was none of this, no Netflix, no Hulu, no internet, no YouTube like that. So
none of that.
It's all about living with the times. And I saw your face too with that video. I saw you enjoyed it. So that made me happy.
How now with the apps, how can the apps improve your daily life? Yes. You can get to find out things much better, much easier when you have to work with. You're just not looking at typing, you do this, you do that, and then this happens. No, it's nice to have that little added visual effects. Two, I want to ask you about with Canopy, you have a certain amount of shows you can watch. I think 10.
Yes. So Canopy is actually one of the apps that DCPL provided to you guys on the iPad. So everybody has Canopy. You log in with your library card, and you do have those around 10 movies a month. So if you do use Canopy, just use those 10 up, because it doesn't roll over for the next month. So yeah, Canopy it's free. It's just like these, but I think the ones that I went over, they cover, they have live TV, which is great, and they have a bit more of a selection. So Canopy is like the starting point.
I'm hooked on the English mystery shows.
Oh yeah.
I am hooked on them. And what I want to ask is, when you do Tubi, do they have a certain movie that you can watch, or is it like
no? It's unlimited. It's 100% unlimited. Look, Tubi, it's one of the largest free streaming services. Everything's 100% free, 100% unlimited streaming. So you can view again live TV or on demand.
Right. 24 hours a day. 24 hours a day. You can watch Tubi.
My Pluto is wonderful because there'd be times that nothing's on TV, and you get Pluto. You say, "Oh, here's a show I ain't never seen this before."
Right.
It opens up more to discover.
Tubi is the same way.
Yeah. I love this thing. It opens your horizons of things you would have never thought.
True. That's true.
Yeah.
So for this tutorial, thank you very much. I hope you can have some more tutorials down at the library, because I will definitely go.
Oh, yes. That's why you can always call our help desk. And, since, I would say just continue hopping on advanced training. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10:30. Every Wednesday, that's when I make a new presentation for you guys. Mondays and Fridays is Teresa and her topics. So I'm on every Wednesday at 10:30. Teresa and I are on Mondays and Fridays at 10:30. So just hop back on, okay?
I have one last question. I just received a new library card.
Yes.
From y'all, and all that. The old library card I have is not working anymore or something.
Right.
Yes. You can only have one active library card at a time. So if you just received a new one, your old one's
Good morning,
working,
everybody.
That means that is not. That means that is your primary card. So with whatever you're using your library card with, you'll just have to log in with that new card number and new PIN, which should be the last four of your card.
Okay, thank you, Brett. So I can do. Is it best to take it down to the library and just have them scan the new card in?
No, you do it yourself. When you go into the 6 different apps from DCPL, you can just sign in with the number and again the PIN if they ask for the PIN. Most of the time they just ask for the number, but the PIN when it comes to you is always the last 4 of your library card. So it's Canopy, it's the DCPL app, they have the Mango, they have Freegal, all of those apps you can use with your library card. Okay.
Oh, thank you very much.
No problem. I hope to see you one at a future session. All right.
I do too. Thank you very much.
No problem. Next up, we have Miss Louise. Hi, Louise. You can go ahead and unmute.
Alex, hi everyone.
Hello.
Alex, I'm currently using a Roku stick on my TV, and I have visual problems, so I'm using the voice control one, and it puts all these different apps, a lot of the apps for the television on your TV, and you just hook it to the back of the HDMI connection, and they have different ones that do different things and whatnot. But I because again, I didn't want cable or anything like that, and I can watch so many different programs, and there's so many different apps that come on your Roku stick or your Roku and then you can add apps to it as well.
Yes, certainly. So you can do it on your TV. You can use it on your iPad. Maybe if you don't want to be in front of your TV in particular, you can use those same apps on the iPad, and you can also even cast from your iPad too. So some apps the Roku TV may not have, you're able to cast it from your iPad to your TV and vice versa. So because you have the TV and the iPad, you can take advantage of everything.
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
Well, thanks for coming, Louise, and let us know if you have any other questions, okay?
Thank you.
No problem. Next up is Diane. Go ahead, Diane. Would you like to answer one of these questions or ask a question? So go ahead and unmute, Diane.
Alex, what got me confused is on Roku TV, I want the TMC channel or True TV. And True TV give you all the HBO channel, Cinemax, Showtime,
Yeah, but
Star,
you
all
pay
of
for
them
those.
free. No,
you don't.
would you let me ask my question, please? All of them give you, if you get this True TV, that on that app, you get all of this for free. You play for the True TV app, and it costs $169 every 6 months, but you get everything free. CNN, WTPS, you name it, you get it for free. I mean, not for free, but all on that app.
Yes, so there are different options available. It's all about what you prefer and what you like to watch. So yes, there are different options available, and whether it's free, paid, or anything in between, it's all about what you're comfortable with and what you would like to watch. So yes.
Well, why do they say you have to have a like something like Comcast or DirecTV to get this?
Yeah, well, some apps or shows require a the cable subscription. That's why for some apps, like for like channel specific apps, like I think there's one for the true crime Oxygen, for example. So the Oxygen app, you'll need a cable subscription to view the shows because of the licensing and how the app works, so
right.
Some apps need all of that information and to go through it. So some folks don't want to do that, so they want to find the free alternatives and easier to use apps. So it's things like, again, like Pluto, Tubi, PBS, and all the other free ones. Just I think Denise said like Cracker, one of all of those free alternatives, they're a lot easier to manage. So it just depends again on your comfort level and what you want to watch in particular. Because I definitely understand.
Okay, good. Some of them I want. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem, Diane. You have a wonderful day.
You too, Alex. Bye-bye.
Next up is Denise. Hi, Denise. How are you?
I'm good. What I want you to do while they on the air, Alice, is go to the App Store, pull Cracker up for them, because I did it, and so they can download it and look at what they showing, and I think they would like it.
So due to time, I can just look it up and show them what the app looks like, but it's we're kind of short on time. Okay, Crackle, yes. So Crackle Entertainment. So it's just like it's like Tubi. There are different apps available.
Push get real quick.
So when you for any app, you got to put in your Apple ID password or use your Touch ID in order to download it. So once you hit get, and then it'll pull up where you type in your password or you use your Touch ID. So once you download it, you're able to take advantage of it. So there are many different video streaming apps. It's just the ones that you would like to use. Okay.
Because I was trying to let them see when you pull it up, like some of the classics and stuff, is show you. You got all.
Yeah. So again, I wish I could show it, but due to time, I'm unable to. But again, there are different services available, not just the ones that I covered today, but several ones all together. So
but that Cracker is good, y'all. If y'all go into it, y'all would like that one because it has a lot of good things on it.
Is Cracker free?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's
all of it is
free.
free. So
Yeah.
thank
Mhm.
you so much, Denise. You have a
Okay.
wonderful day.
You're welcome.
Mhm.
Thanks, Alex.
No problem.
really been on a roll lately. I mean, I have to
Sorry.
get hit every now and then.
Thank
I'm
you.
watching.
I
So
swear
next
somebody
next
just
up
got to
is
have that TV going.
next up is Lilybell Dargan. Hi, Lilybell. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
My question's about Canopy. I think Mr. George mentioned Canopy. Well, yesterday, I logged into Canopy and I select the movie that I wanted to see, and I was able to see the trailer. But when I clicked on to see the actual movie, it said you needed cellular data, which we have, and then it said cellular data is disconnected.
Yeah, so that's all about going to settings and seeing if the cellular data is on. So again, go to your settings, find cellular data, and make sure that is turned on so you're able to watch it. So I see that you're on Zoom right now. So you're either connected to Wi-Fi or the cellular data. So I would just try it again. Maybe because you're in the Zoom. Sometimes when you're in Zoom and you want to do other things because of the service, you're not able to do two at once. So I would just try again and see how it goes. I'm not 100%, an expert with Canopy and how it specifically interacts with the data, but I would just say try again when you get off the phone and see to make sure that your cellular data is turned on. Okay.
Okay, and can I mention one other thing? I found when I called the library, I found out that when we were assigned our iPads, that we got a card, library card. And
that's if you opted in. So either you said yes, you want a library card, or no, you don't need one.
Shameful burning cookware questions.
So it depends on the individual. I just wanted to let you know. So it depends on if you wanted one or you did not want one because you already had one. Did you have a question about it?
I got one through the iPad,
Yes,
through the iPad program. So thank you for that.
Yes.
Thank you for
we
the library
yeah,
card.
Yeah, because they again every other Wednesday we have someone come from DC Public Library and speak about the apps that you can use with your library card. So next Wednesday, that's when we'll have Jordan and Diamond on, so you can ask them any questions about those apps then. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. You have a wonderful day.
You too.
Last but not least for today, I'll ask Sylvia Spinner your question. Hi, how are you?
Hi, Alice. Thanks for the great presentation. I wanted to ask you if you would go over how you cast the apps to your TV.
Yeah, so I don't have a TV in my home, but it's all about that cast button. So for example, in Tubi or Pluto per se, you should see the cast button that you can press. So in each of the apps, it's going to appear in a different place. So you got to look for it. But if you look, you see it says view options to cast. Once you tap on it, look, you can connect to your AirPlay or your Bluetooth devices.
Next
So
on Behind the Series. And my ears
you
are
have
playing.
that device
That 22
ready, so that TV, and make sure Bluetooth is on that TV. Once you hit the cast button, you can cast it to your TV, and then you're all set. So it just depends on the app, but just try finding that cast button, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem. You have a wonderful day. Thanks for coming on.
Okay.
All right. Brenda, you know how to reach me. If you could email me your question if you have one, I'd really appreciate it. Okay. But yes, but I want to say again, thank you to everyone for coming on. We had, I think at one point we had like 62 or 63 folks on, which is amazing for the morning. So I really want to thank you guys for coming on. I hope you learned something new as always. And just email me if you have a question, call our help desk. maybe not particularly about these apps, but if you need any general assistance, call our help desk. And then if you go to wildtick.org/DACL, you can see a lot of the videos that we have uploaded to our YouTube channel. So today at 1:30, we have module 2, all about Siri and buttons. Tomorrow we have the lunch club at 12, and then we have the Washington Home at 1:30 tomorrow doing a presentation on spring gardening, which is great. And then Friday morning, Teresa is going to do the presentation on the Freeform app, like we did back in the beginning of February. And then we're going to end the week off with the email, how to use email on your iPad. So please read Teresa's daily email. Again, there are always updates and just all about the session. So for example, today's session, once it loads, it's always an image. So today's Mom and Pop Business Day. And then you'll see all the events and all of the session information here. So again, on Mondays, when you get the whole week, please look at the whole week and see what sessions interest you the most and which ones you want to attend. But once you go through the email, you have all the library emails. If you want to participate in our talent show, please click on this flyer. And then there are also other flyers and information as well.
Yeah.
So this week was the last week of
Catherine
Women's
Johnson.
History Week. So
Yeah.
I did a session on Catherine Johnson. So you can then read more information.
Well, let me call you back.
Again, please keep yourself on mute if you are not speaking to the group. Thank you so much. And then these are all the different emails that you can email for information. So most of you have completed your 6 sessions at least. So that's the attendance, signature survey, library, any general assistance. So this email is sent to you every day, Monday through Friday. So just look through it, see what's going on for the week, the rest of the week, and you can plan it out. So that way you'll be more calmer, more prepared, and more ready to learn. So again, I want to say thank you for attending.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you.
Thank you, Alex.
And last but not least, next Wednesday, now we're gonna have lunch club on Wednesdays. So every first Wednesday of the month at 12 o'clock, we're gonna have a guest. The other weeks, we're gonna have a new lunch club type session. So just look at your email for more information for our new
I'm on
Wednesday
here enough.
event.
I can't be on here all day long now.
But I hope you guys have a good day and enjoy it, and I'll see you this afternoon. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All
right.
All right, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a great day,
Thank you,
everyone.
Alex.
Bye-bye.
No problem.
See y'all